I'm Geneva and welcome to Defusing Anxiety. This is the first of a series of clips about making it so that anxiety doesn't mess around with your life. In each clip, we will talk about some important stuff to know about managing anxiety, then talk about what you can do to manage it, and then suggest how to practice it before going on to the next clip. Psychologists have learned lots about how you can stop anxiety from controlling your life. These clips will help you learn and understand these techniques. Each clip builds on the one before, so I suggest you start here and go through them in order. So let's get started by talking about anxiety. The two most important things to know about anxiety are that having anxiety is often helpful, and you can stop anxiety from winding up to the point where it stops being helpful and becomes harmful. It goes like this. If we stay away from anything that challenges us, we get bored and more anxious. When we experience some anxiety, it helps motivate us to pay more attention and do our best. But if we spiral the anxiety higher, then it hurts more and makes it harder to do what we want to do. Whether this is doing a particular task, or concentrating, or socializing, or a million other things. So even if it doesn't feel great, it is okay to have some anxiety. In fact, trying not to be anxious often causes more anxiety for most people. Well, the good news is that while you can't stop being anxious, you can stop your anxiety from building up, and you can change how it affects your life. Let's look at one important way of understanding anxiety that can help you get back to having it as a friend rather than an enemy. An important thing to do first is to understand how we make anxiety bigger than it needs to be. Anxiety is an emotion. It is something we feel. But anxiety is very closely tied to three other parts of our experience. Our thoughts, what we think, our behavior, what we do, and our body responses. Body responses are things like your heart racing, feeling tense or tired, breathing faster, feeling spacey or dizzy, shaking, or feeling agitated. All these parts drive each other so that when one changes, the others change too. Other emotions like sadness, happiness, and anger have the same links with thoughts, behaviors, and body responses. Thoughts drive our anxiety, and our anxiety changes our body responses and our behavior. Then these changes create more anxiety and anxious thoughts. This sets up a vicious cycle that spirals into more intense and longer-lasting anxiety. However, when you know about this, you can turn it into a victorious cycle that helps you to wind down and decrease your anxiety. Often the easiest ways to reverse this cycle are to change your thoughts and your behaviors. Sometimes you can change your body responses too. Does it sound weird that you can change feelings such as anxiety? You can. Other clips in this series will tell you about ways of thinking and doing things differently in ways that will help you to keep your anxiety at a level that is helpful. But just looking at clips or reading won't change anything. You need to practice to make a difference. Before you go on to the next clip, I would really like you to write down these key points about anxiety. Anxiety is natural and useful. Anxiety is uncomfortable, but it can't really hurt you. You don't need to get rid of anxiety to live well, but dialing it down may help. To do this, you can change your thoughts and change what you do. Learning to relax your body also helps. It would be good also to draw this diagram for yourself and make sure you understand what it means. Please keep these notes in a place where you can see them often. Remember to read them so that they become very familiar to you. Before you watch the next clip, please take some time to notice your thoughts and which thoughts relate to particular emotions. You might like to keep a record of which thoughts relate to your anxiety. Starting to notice these relationships is an important first step in changing the role of anxiety in your life. See you next time.